put this in the event, stringed event category thing. Huh. Pop out chat. There we go. And let's start the event. Alright. That should bring some more people in, yeah, noticing the increase. So, right now, Lime sent me something that I think sounds stupid as fuck, but apparently you all were talking about it, or some of the people here were talking about it in a voice chat earlier. It's called the Celestial Hymn or something. I don't know how to even pronounce that. Already a terrible name, but we'll let bygones be bygones. Now, because this is a it's a questionable questing thing, there might be some god damn it, some things that are very much not appropriate. I don't know. I've never read the story, however, we might as well. So, starting off with the first chapter. Celestial Hymn, Chapter 1, Vagabond, by Vagabond. There's a rumor of a strange man in a strange house in the middle of nowhere in the Vale. Oh, also, if you guys want to chat or anything, use the hashtag events channel. The rumor spoke of a man who met with the head of the House Waxley of Wackenden. This is a Song of Ice and Fire crossover or something. I have never heard of Wackenden. Is that an actual place in the? Is that an actual house or something? House of Waxley. No, House Waxley. Is that a thing? Oh, that's a place? Interesting. It's the seat of House Waxley in the Vale of Aryan. Or whatever. Aaron. Scented beeswax candles. That's pretty gay. And garbage. Meanwhile, the dog out there is making too much noise. House of Waxley was responsible for much of the northern coast, and apparently this man who sought and got an audience with the Lord of Wackenden managed to get himself a workshop for producing works of art. Little by little, Wackenden, which was apparently never a prosperous or powerful town, became enriched with an art that little by little made other cities and towns look drab in comparison. Renly realized that this was the truth, as he and his cohort approached the walled town of Wickenden. How do you even pronounce that garbage? They saw a single statue adorning the left side of the entrance, holding up the battlement above. A giant of great white marble stood there, using his arms to sustain the battlement. His face, though contorted with great pain, showed great determination to continue his duty. Not get a phone that opens the call if I click to see what it is? I have no idea. Also, we're using the hashtag events channel. The size of as they grew closer, the size of the statue became clear. At least 4 yards, no, maybe even 5. Showed off every muscle and curve. Why are yards being used? Is the metric system not the system used in A Song of Ice and Fire? Are they just using the Imperial system? That's odd. Isn't the Imperial system younger? Showed off every muscle and curve. Details grew in complexity and number, and Renly could not help but wonder if giants of the old were like this. He gulped as he entered the Copen gates, and the laws personally greeted him. Welcome, welcome. A thin man in yellow, white, and black greeted loudly with his own knights. His graying brown hair and mustache didn't make him look weak, despite the thinness. Welcome to this humble Wickenden, Prince Renly Baratheon, or Baratheon? I need to actually watch Game of Thrones to understand all this, how to pronounce all this. Old English is confusing. After he had just seen what had to cost more than a year's wage to feed a small army for a year, he didn't think this town was humble or to anything. Renly yawned off his horse and clasped the man's arms in a brotherly handshake. How does this guy sound? Do you guys know what this guy sounds like? Because I know he's not a... I know he's an actual character. Oh. Thank you for the welcome, Lord Waxley. I did not know you were a patron of the arts. Oh, I certainly wasn't before. It took quite a bit to convince me. Like a genius artisan. Waxley looked pained. Yes, he admitted. He's too talented to be easily hidden, it seems. Renly chuckled. I think that all of the Seven Kingdoms are aware of him. Already? When you have that at the gate. Ah, yes. Alan called the statue Duty. Alan and Duty, the name of the artisan and his first impression. Renly just had to commission something from him. Come, my prince, I've prepared a feast in your honor. Then let us be. Perhaps later, etiquette had to be observed after all. His page came in to take the reins, and he walked with Lord Waxley side by side. Meanwhile, there's absolutely no grammar mistakes at all, so I can't really make fun of it. A fountain that has just perfectly sprayed water into the air, small shrubberies alongside the road had little to no discrepancy. Smaller statues more in line with normal individuals in various forms and expressions. Which one is this called? He asked, staring at a marble statue of a man that seemed to be thinking. Ah, the sculptor called it the Thinker. A very fitting name for a very rip-off. Very much a rip-off. That's an already existing sculpture. He just recreated it. That's pretty gay. When they entered the castle, he saw even more statues. Some were fantastic and mythical, and others were more sublime and powerful. And then they entered the hall. Renly's eyes laid upon the resident lord's chair and nearly let his jaw drop. That chair, Lord Waxley said proudly, diminishing the value by calling a proper throne, however wooden, a mere chair, was what got me to accept Alan's offer. It was a throne of a single solid block of wood. Renly saw details upon it that went down to the size of a newborn baby's nails. It depicted battles, history, and even his older brother's rebellion and Lord Waxley's part in it. There was a piece of work that just screamed power and prestige. Renly's best chair back home was worth less than a quarter of what this was worth. Very impressive. I'm sure Prince of your stature is better, and nothing can beat the Iron Throne in its prestige, but this is mine, and I am in love with it. No, Renly was not jealous. And then he saw a silver wine cup of the same quality, though it lacked any studded gems and only boasted a thin line of gold around its rim. The ornate engravings looked far more valuable than a proper landed knight's armor set. So meticulous in details did both objects contain that Renly swore he could stare at them for years to come and still find details he hadn't discovered before. Genius artisan? No. This was a talent that came once every millennia. His patronage would see Lord Waxley's wealth surge high among the peerage. He would push aside all but the Lord Paramounts and the wealthiest of Reach's noble houses. He's been with me for 4 years, and he's only 16. No wonder. Wait, if he's been here for 4 years, how powerful is he now? And he's just been content to make statues? This is kind of confusing. Alright, let's see who's still in the event. Lime, Indigo, and Bombastus? Well, thank you all for still staying. 4 years, and this guy has only been making statues. Jeez. Rinley knew at this point that Lord Wexley knew he would lose his grip over this artisan. Rinley knew that he alone could offer lands and titles that Wexley himself could only dream of. There was no chance Wexley could keep a hold of the personified gold mine. Would you like to meet him, my prince? But Wexley could earn himself my favor. A favor of a Lord Paramount, he thought as he nodded. How do I talk? You just... Okay. Hello? Hello. Okay, there. How do you talk? Well, just request to speak. I'll invite you up. Easy as that. There's a thing here that's in the audience. If you're over in the event stage, you can see this hand gesture, request to speak. Here you go. There.
Hey.
Hello there. Welcome up to the stage.
Hi. So you were asking why he has been doing statues?
Yes. I want to
Like,
know.
I have actually read this before. Like, I went into the Celestial Forge thing. Basically, he's using the same thing that he's using the same uh, rules that Lord Roust is doing. Like, he can only do it if he has a certain amount of words, but he writes so few chapters that he just doesn't have the skills yet. Like,
So,
making statues is the only thing he can do.
no, wait. So you're telling me that he's been 4 years and he hasn't gotten a single perk? He's just making masterful statues without single perk. Because he hasn't earned anything, right? Hello? Indigo? Oh, welcome, Emperor Death of Murder Mountain. Yeah, it's all been off screen, but my problem is he hasn't been doing anything, and apparently the reasoning is he's dead. What? The author's dead, or is the character dead? Who died? Oh. Rest in peace, Indigo.
Okay, I can't. I'm sorry, my mic. I don't know what happened to that.
You could have just replugged it in, you know?
Yeah, it's more like the Celestial Forge rules. Like I've been reading some other fictions, and it's like they don't. It's more like using the author and the audience as a way of like interest, and the more interest you have, the more chapters there are, and the more words in the chapters, the more points you basically get.
Okay, that's
And
just
since he
no. Is that like the system that one Italian guy's using, where the more follows and shit he has, the more points he has?
basically, yeah.
That's stupid. That's an
Yep.
that's an utterly terrible system.
Yeah. Um, there is also this
Yeah, but
Celestial Forge.
how did he get any perks in the 4 years if he hasn't been able to earn any points?
He didn't.
Yeah. Then how is he making these statues? That'd be impossible for him. It doesn't matter how much
He
meta knowledge you have, or even how good
he
you
has
are.
starting perks, like,
What are
and
they?
he's using the starting perks.
What are the
I don't
starting perks?
remember. Uh,
Because
I'm
this
pretty
seems
sure
like
that you are going.
300 CP perk to make masterful art that would belong to a king. That's not 100
Okay.
CP, from what I've noticed. That's like the beauty in the arts, and that was 200 to 300, if I recall correctly.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Alright. He thought as he nodded, unwilling to trust his mouth and lips to appeal properly. Very well then, let us feast first, my friends. It would be a shame to meet someone on an empty stomach and a grouchy mind. Rinley laughed along with the Lord politely as they walked up to the head of the hall, and Waxley offered him to sit on the wooden throne. Rinley didn't hesitate. The closer he looked, the value of this throne only increased and in turn multiplied in the value of its maker. What the fuck? He gets 5 of them? Does he get 5 perks every chapter?
No, it's the first chapter.
Chapter 1, crafting artisan skills, magic, dark crystal. So he gets 2 perks for the first chapter? What's the dark crystal? What the? I've never heard of this thing.
Okay, apparently he has crafting artisan. Chapter 3 he has makeshift weaponry. Chapter 6 he has art Ronti database. I don't know what that is. And chapter 7 he has attendant servitors.
Oh god. So is he using the V2? This seems like V2. Or
Possible.
V3. Given the attendant and the skills magic dark crystal, this is definitely not V1.
Yeah. Why did you choose this one? Like, it's...
Why did I choose to read this? Lime suggested it.
Ah, okay. Not really something I would choose.
Yeah, this so far sucks ass, and it's not even because it has bad writing. It's just very poorly written. Like,
there's Celestial Entertainment, but it's really long, which maybe actually pretty good. But one of the good ones is
I don't want good ones. Good ones aren't entertaining to read. They're better to read by yourself, not read out loud.
Okay.
Unless I'm talking to a bunch of 6-year-olds, you know? In which case, they'll find it interesting just to hear it, you know?
Okay.
Also, eventually his sworn shield growled and shouted, "Answer when you were spoken to, peasant." That is not what anyone would say to a master artisan. The only people who would ever say that are people who were basically god kings. If your craft is...
Or any Chonyachi cultivation novel, young master or anyone really in it. Like anyone in a cultivation novel.
When you are the master of your craft, they are trying to acquire you, they are never gonna be like, "You are below me in every way. You deserve to be attacked." Yeah, he's not even a peasant. Who is this guy? Clearly he needs to be fired for being bad at his job. He looked plain, just average.
Have you read the Forged Symbol?
Forged Symbol? I read that by myself. I enjoyed reading Izuku being a fucking idiot, but...
Have you read Follow-Up?
There's a second?
Yeah, the author finished the first one, so he...
When?
Went on to the second one, which is Taylor's mom getting the Celestial Forge after he...
But the
Izuku
story wasn't done. I know it wasn't done. I read it to... It's... Yeah, but nobles in a Song of Ice and Fire do not treat people who literally create everything they have beyond levels they can compare that make more money than they could ever do by themselves. They do not treat people who are important like shit. That's kind of how nobility work. They treat people who are disposable like shit. Not the other way around.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't the forge symbol. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. I don't remember what that.
Yeah, and in A Song of Ice and Fire, nobody was telling the king that he was sucking dick to his face. Nobody was being that insulting.
Yeah.
How the hell do I talk? You just get a request to speak, and you can come up here. Probably.
Junk Emporium. Sorry.
Oh. Oh right, Junk Emporium. The author's actually in this in the Discord, or should be. I think it's Malachius.
Yeah.
I didn't really like Junk Emporium that much because I hated the cat character who got introduced way too early, and I think
Hello.
Junko
Hi.
had an irrational hatred towards heroes.
What story are we talking about in the first place, anyway?
So we were reading Celestial Hymn, but so far, hold on.
Not the best, but it's not, certainly not the worst one. Like I have read the worst ones, but
I
they
feel
only
like the
go
word
like.
from entertainment, actually.
I'm sorry, that was all muddled for me. Can you repeat that?
Has anybody ever read Standing on the Shoulders of Giants, Celestial Forge fan fiction?
What's the world like? Is it worm or? It sounds
It's
familiar,
Worm.
but okay, hold on.
It's a little wonky with let's say the main character is hyper fixating on Leet. I think it was Uber Leet. Nobody has read it.
Hold on. Hello, John Fox. Yeah, I have, but I kind of stopped reading it halfway through because I didn't bookmark it, or yeah, or maybe it was something else. Yeah, I just lost interest in it. This was this.
All right, I'm back. What are you guys talking about?
Standing on the shoulders of giants. It's the Celestial Forge fic that was where a
It's
goon from Uber and Leet got the Celestial Forge.
Where who got the Celestial Forge?
Basically a minion of Uber and Leet.
Oh, no. What's the link to this?
I can put it up in the chat.
All right. Yo, I hate these Russian bots on my YouTubes. Like, bruh. I don't need to hear some Russian bots going sending links to the vor.ong. Oh, John Fox in his journey. I knew I was remembering something. To crafting Titan, things never go as planned. Uber and Leet don't even have goons. I don't know why this guy is said to be a goon of Uber and Leet. They don't have any.
They actually, some fixed actually do give them goons.
Yeah, but they're not a gang, so they can't have goons. They're too
Yeah, but
they're
they're
too
more like hired
individual.
help or something like that.
They're fucking mercenaries.
Basically, yeah. Or just workers.
Yo,
They don't really have fun. So
already, trigger warning, some fairly vanilla swearing. Ah, yes,
no,
piss-fic cunt.
it's not triggered or something like that. I just the how do I say this?
A butt?
Uh, maybe.
When did trigger warnings become for people getting angry and not epilepsy?
I don't know. This took a really weird turn for a second.
My alarm was ringing. My lethargic hand raised itself and hovered above the approximate location of the clock, before giving up on its fight against gravity and crashing on the offending object, cutting the noise. Jesus Christ, this is so annoying already. First of all, lethargic hand raised itself and hovered above the approximate location of the clock. I don't know if anyone noticed, but all of these words, lethargic, approximate, already not painting a good sign. Ow. Wow. 2 words with a period. Ow. Whipping some gunk from my eyes, I investigated the aftermath as if it was an explosion. Looks like the dumb clock had given as good as it gotten, as I now sported a small plastic embedded in my middle finger. Jesus. What the actual hell? I now sported a small plastic piece embedded in my middle finger. And it looked like I was now short an alarm. Typical. This dude gets a piece of plastic stuck in his finger and somehow, and he shrugs it off. Especially his middle finger. That'd hurt like a bitch. What the? This dude just straight up ignores pain. I got up, shambled into the bathroom. Period. That's not even grammatically correct. My eye caught the mirror. Your one eye? Or do you not have 2? Still the same unremarkable piece of mediocrity I've always been. I'd always been, as far as I could see. It'd be I've, not... But I'd works as well. Tired brown hair, empty brown eyes, and a bit of stubble to take care of in the shower. I could make an argument about not being unfit, but only barely. Sometimes in the past I've tried smiling. Now I just shuffled further in and got started on my morning. A henchman doesn't mean a goon. A henchman means you help with their stunts, not that you're going around fighting people. A goon is basically a minion. A henchman is literally a worker. Workers are not minions, because workers do not fight for you. They build.
You wanna read an actually good story from questionable questing? I would recommend.
No, I hate questionable questing with a passion.
I know it's basically just horny people, but it's not as bad as web novel. Like that's just aneurysm-inducing. That's just an aneurysm-inducing place.
Oh no, aneurysm-inducing place. How could we ever succeed in life with an aneurysm-inducing place?
Just look at any of the stories. Read a few sentences. Like look at the grammar. Look at the world. Oh. It's basically a world of Mary Sue's and.
Hey guys, I think I found where they put why they put the trigger warning. Preparations complete. I put my ass in the luxury that was Brockton Bay Public Transport Service and went to my gig.
Do you want me to?
Alright, let's skip 4 chapters so we can make fun of the author a little more. Alright. Questions? I have questions too. How dare you? How dare you grab me from the street, bubble wrap me, and ship me off to your creepy sex dungeon? He did a little look there. He did look a little offended there. Good. How dare you poke and prod me, trigger a reaction, then continue after I fall fucking unconscious? How dare you use some kind of untested and unauthorized stuff to heal and investigate me without my consent?
You want me to read some of the head? Okay, what are the?
This is like the worst PRT I've ever heard. No, if anything, John Fox deserves to get poked and prodded here because he's an asshole. He's making up. He's just rewriting reality at this point. So choose to dose me with some kind of drug. He's literally accusing somebody of things he doesn't even know. When I don't wake up and then fucking interrogate me under the effects. I am not a cape. I am not a terrorist. I'm not a damn guinea pig. Arsmaster should just clock this guy in the face and be done with it. He doesn't deserve to keep talking. I am tired, broken, confused. I am just recovering from a near-death experience. Nobody in a near-death experience will ever be ranting like you are. Not nearly as logical or conclusive as you are trying to be. Short of any factual healing and absent, I was the best of the bad, whatever. I distinctly remember my right to stay silent. You should have stayed silent earlier, dumbass. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to absolutely and truthfully state that I am not a cape. I unfortunately needed to avoid saying parahuman is obviously not true anymore. Parahuman and cape are actually not exclusive whatsoever. They are literally the same thing. Every parahuman is a cape. Whether you want to say not or say otherwise or not is irrelevant because it is a fact. Capes are people with superpowers. That is literally what they are in Worm. You are still a cape. You are both a parahuman and a cape because they mean the same fucking thing. So you are lying, even then. Also, whatever happened, did his building get blown up? Because if so, he can totally be thrown in jail. It doesn't fucking matter. If you're a suspect, you don't really go on with your life. You're put in prison for a little bit. Well, not prison, but jail. Like, if you're a very, very much identified suspect, you're probably not going to have the right to just stay at home. That's not how that works. Ask questions, gave the bare minimum of food and water. This doesn't even sound like the PRT. Oh, a new player in the Force? Good feck. Are you serious, bro? Come on.
Yeah, I think it is. Have you read it?
Yes. I've read... At least I think I've read... It depends on which one this is. Is this the one where he has an elf, basically? Faye or something? Faye? Her name? F-E-A-Y? And Dooku is a master? Because it looks like that. Or is this the one where Mace Windu kills a Sith Lord in front of him? Is it both?
It's the Fey one. It's the Fey one.
Okay.
I mostly started reading it because it was longer.
Wait, hold on. The PRT absorbed the SCP Foundation. Then they don't even have to worry about laws. The SCP Foundation did not have to give a single flying shit about your right to remain silent. They could just pick you up and take you in. Jesus Christ, this is so stupid. Also, Militia is not a good or terrifying cop. She's a soldier. End of story.
I haven't read a single good SCP fic. Like, not a single
You know, that's because
one.
SCP sucks in general. They have no coherency. It's kind of hard
Of
to
course
make a
they don't.
story with that doesn't have one, you know?
It's because SCP is not a story or a singular one. It's a group horror fic. Basically, it's a writing project that's
SCP is
supported.
basically a shittier version of creepypasta.
Basically, yeah, but it's more inclusive and more.
Unlike creepypasta, SCP can't really be used for proper stories unless you're excluding 99% of everything. Whereas in creepypasta, 99% of everything is already excluded because nobody likes them, so they just ignore them. Meditation techniques helped me confront of some of who I was, a piece of shit John Fox. Fuck you, dude. Alright, let's check this Star Trek SI? Gothic Star... Wow. Are these good or bad fics? I want to know. Because the new player in the Force one, I hated that. That thing was terrible. Oh my god. Did he seriously just go back down? Come on. Oh, you guys want to speak?
Hey, my mic left again.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not really offended if you don't like it. Like, everybody has their own mics.
Yeah. I felt a wet in my pocket. I felt a weight in my pocket 4 hours before the end of my PRT stunt. What? A fictional bug. If a weight in your pocket just suddenly appeared, chances are the PRT would have found out because of equipment. It's almost like people forget that this is not just a normal world, this is a world with tinkers, and tinkers are bullshit. Maybe. The only gamer fix I know from Star Wars are New Player in the Force, and I think this was a different fic. A story where some guy was from 3000, like, Revon period, you know, and was a son of a Sith Lord or something, and just went through time and space from, somehow, and he showed up in the modern Republic. Something about Mace Windu killing a Sith Lord or something too. That happened. Well, a Sith gamer. There was another gamer who was a Sith Lord, and Mace Windu killed his ass. None of that ringing in bells to any of you. It was a very weird fic. And I stopped reading it right after that new gamer was introduced. He was killed in the same chapter, but still. Hated that he existed. And I'm glad that Mace Windu was shown to be a fucking badass and murdered his ass. Indigo. Oh boy. What other fics are there? Dial? I don't want to read a Ben 10 fic. Satisfied sensation when I was on the tail of my agonizing trip. Oh boy. Special containment procedures,
Can you hear me now? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
finally.
IE 9712 has been successfully contained with an AOTH 83423 foam prototype. Jesus Christ, this is so fucking dumb. Also, the SCP Foundation would not have been consumed by the PRT. It would be the other way around. And the Protectorate is a different thing than the PRT, and they are not actually part of the same organization. The Protectorate is a subsidiary of another government agency that works alongside the PRT. They are basically doing the exact same job, except one is different from the other. One is parahumans, the other is not. Also, the wards are taken care of by the PRT. And the SCP Foundation has existed since 1942, so this is kind of bullshit. Jesus Christ. Indigo, your mic needs to stop sucking dick.
I know, I think it's some sort of a glitch that happens whenever I go outside.
Are you just walking around with your phone?
No, I'm just going. Basically, I'm going outside of Discord to look some stuff up from the web, and then I just sort of mute myself without actually muting myself. It's really weird.
Wear a red jacket with sunglasses in the left front pocket, bottom oriented to your right. A taxi will come. What is this dumbassery?
What are you reading?
The SOG story still. I'm just looking through it, and I fucking hate this. No wonder I dropped it the first chapter. This thing sucks ass. Who wrote this garbage? Earthale? Are they here? Yeah, they exist here. Yo, your fix sucks ass. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
1.1, 50-ish meters of height was my source of Miss Okamura. Building's guardian spirit. What? What the fuck? Pretty sure she already looked well past 80 when my mom moved in, and she hasn't aged a day since. With that type of immortality, she wouldn't even look 80 unless she wanted to.
It's kind of boring, actually.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, I am very real bow. What a nonsense. Let's go with that. Pleasure to provide. I passed out. You are now the owner of several $1 billion. What? What the actual shit's going on here? Oh, Zero's saying something. Someone wakes up in Nar Shaddaa, the moon full of smugglers. Yeah, I know that place. As a 6-year-old kills some people, gets an invitation to the game. A girl literally twice his age forces him to spar. They attack another Jesus Christ. I've never read a fic like that, but that sounds somewhat dumb. Very dumb. I have the distinct feeling that it's not my place to try to do so would be detrimental to me. This is Numberman. He would not give a single flying shit about you. John Fox, he would straight up delete your cache. It doesn't matter if it's detrimental to him. It wouldn't be detrimental because he's fucking Numberman. There's nothing you can do to stop that. Cache is not fiat backed and it never will be. That'd be dumb. Stop having your mic suck cock.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I think it's just because I'm going out of the event menu.
Tool Belt, Worm, Celestial Forge. Local nobodies reincarnated into Brockton with the Celestial Forge. 2 chapters, both made this year, 20 days ago. Let's check. Yeah, what's up?
I remember there is this fic about with a quite a good author that also did a Celestial Forge. It's I think it was some sort of a D&D style world there.
Is
I don't
Lime
remember
saying
the-
anything? Because I can't hear Lime at all.
What can't you hear?
I can't hear Lime say anything.
Neither can I. Lime, are you talking?
I just keep hearing this bump, and then like seeing Lime. Okay. Well, Lime, your mic sucks even more than Indigo.
Try going out and coming back in. I've been doing it then.
Is that working?
So,
Oh, welcome back.
yeah, now it's
Yeah,
Yeah, now it's working.
I just unplugged it and plugged it back in.
You haven't been. What have you been trying to say this entire time, and I've just been ignoring you because you weren't saying anything?
Talking shit about the SOT, SOG fic and how it was originally just a full-on, like, SCP crossover. And it was incredibly stupid.
Yeah, I can notice it's incredibly stupid. Oh god, one of the first things I see on this tool belt.
But the thing is that it used to be even more stupid and terrible, but, like, he actually went back and edited it.
Alright, that's cool. The first thing I noticed when I woke up was that I was not in my house. Well, I wasn't even in my own body. What in the world? I say as he took in my surroundings. This is a
What fic are we reading now?
Tool Belt, a Worm Celestial Forge story. And
Can I get a link to that in the chat?
I say as he took in my surroundings. Jesus Christ, these cuts and point of view are going to be annoying. Judging by observation alone, I seem to be in an abandoned warehouse. This isn't my beautiful house. I look to my left and see a homeless person sleeping soundly. This isn't my beautiful wife. My God, what have I done? As I finish my sentence, I'm assaulted by a torrent of memories. Ah! Collapsing to the floor, I began to have severe headaches and flashbacks. Earlier, "So, I'm sorry to say this, but you're dead," said the floating glowing orb in an obviously fake sadness. We were both in a small 10 by 10 foot white room.
Oh,
Prove
how
it.
could he?
How do I... Okay, listen, you were visiting family in New Orleans, you didn't know you were allergic to shellfish, and you died at a crawfish boil. What? How would you not know that you're allergic to that shit? Like, you apparently visited family in New Orleans, so you grew up somewhere in New Orleans, or you actually visited it before, and you've never had a problem with shellfish until now. Rest in peace. As he finishes speaking, a translucent screen appears showing what would normally be an extremely handsome, average at best, young man with a bloated, red, puffy face writhing on the floor and scratching at his neck. That could have been anyone, I say without shame. What the actual fuck? This is...
Well,
It's so stupid. Like, this is meme bad.
A silence hushed over us for a solid minute. You know what? I was going to explain the power I was going to give you, even give you a nice starting point, but that right there pissed me off, so good luck and don't come back. What the actual fuck? This is garbage. Said the orb before shooting me off to God knows where.
Well, it's not as bad as Against the Gods, but I
Now.
can't describe those.
Shortly after starting, the headache stopped. Well, that guy was an asshole, I muttered to myself. Jesus. Starts yelling and raving and having a seizure. Immediately just goes, well, that guy was an asshole. I muttered to myself. Let's take
Nobody
stock of the
reacts like this.
situation. Abandoned warehouse. Check. New body. Check. Freezing my ass off. Check. It's official. I have no idea who or where I am. I start looking through my pockets to find any idea of whose body I now occupy. Let's see. Old. Silver key. Useless. Tosses away in asterisk. Cigarettes. Useless. Tosses away in asterisk. Ow, a needle? Shit, am I a junkie now? Tosses away. An asterisk. Ah, a wallet. Let me see. Shit, no money. That means I'm broke. A membership card to Stop and Shop. I could get a discount on groceries if I had money. And finally, not a driver's license, but a student ID. Winslow High School. Tool. Toole. Eric H? What? It's good if you...
This guy has even worse spelling than me.
It's good if you get past one of the only 2 chapters. Wow. At least I still have the same first name. Eyes green, hair blonde, born May 3rd, 1996. Issued August 2010. Well, either old me is a sentimental junkie or I went back in time. There's 2 chapters. I can only see 2 chapters of Tool Belt.
If there are more chapters, link them.
I look next to me, see the homeless person still sleeping. A white woman with brown greasy hair and tracks on her visible left arm. Wait, is this Squealer? She looked anywhere between 20 and 40. That's what drugs do to you. Hey. I tried shaking her awake. Hey. I smack her arm. She gasps as she wake up. Eric, Jesus, man, you scared the piss out of me. She said, either tired or still high off whatever we did last night. The old Eric probably OD'd and died. That's most likely where I came in. I know that look on your face. You want another hit, don't you? I linked Tool Belt in events. Also, yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. What the fuck? First of all, he's a junkie now. Second of all, somehow his seizure and him screaming in pain did not wake the woman who was literally sleeping right next to him. Also, he's calling her a homeless woman. Aren't they inside a... Where are they?
Some sort of warehouse, I would presume.
Listen, what the hell are... Please stop being an addict for 5 minutes and tell me where I am. Please. You're in the old canning factory, merchant. What's going on? You're scaring shit out of me. What year is it? 2011. Please don't hurt me. Fuck!
Wait, what?
I yell at the top of my lungs. I was in Brockton Bay in 2011. By far nowhere near the worst location and time. Especially in Brockton Bay. The worst time for Brockton Bay would have been when the teeth... Yeah?
Huh. I'm sorry, in my head I always said Brooklyn for some reason.
Brooklyn Bay.
Yeah.
Don't touch me, I yell out again, being a completely unreasonable asshole to some junkie because they're a junkie. I'm literally talking to them. I woke them up, and now I'm yelling at them to not touch me after I shook them awake. Wow, what an upstanding human.
Okay, I just want to bring to attention, if you're already criticizing this thing, how come he went from, so that's happening, to what the fuck, like reaction?
Yeah, like... I know. Also, yeah, it's alright, babe. Tinker drugs do that sometimes. At least you didn't end up like Darren. Is this Squealer? Julie, my name's Julie.
Not Squealer.
What the Who made these Tinker drugs? Which Tinker? Earlier you threw an old key. I think it's important.
Ow.
Why did you throw in because I didn't think it was important. Wow, priority. Why are you just tossing shit? You're like the worst person to receive the Celestial Forge.
There is a fic about a dog who received it, but it's actually quite good.
Yeah,
Like, it's
Doormaker
not the
Dog, I
best.
know. Shame that it hasn't updated in like a month.
Yeah.
I expect great things from the story. Also, Julie, have her... Oh, wait. These are comments. Jesus. Alright, here's the next chapter. One of the only two. I turn to her and say, watch this. I put the keyhole, and behind the door was an empty 10 by 10 foot white room. God damn it. Whoa, Julie exclaimed. I'm showing this woman a drug addict who I was screaming at earlier, who sold weed... Or some drugs, heroin probably, a super heroin. I'm showing her that I'm apparently a cape now, in Brockton Bay. What a smart guy this MC is, alright? So it's like Squealer's power. It's better than Squealer's, eventually. Eventually, yeah. Right now I have a new problem. Why are you telling this woman your powers?
Sex can do weird things to a person.
Yeah, but this guy didn't even know he had sex with Julie.
Yeah.
I don't recall her being naked in the chapter. I thought she was just a homeless woman.
Well, they were... Okay, I'm not...
Also, I hate these gunshot scream and asterisk. These sound so stupid. Ha ha ha. Holy shit, I'm in a goddamn Corvette. How are you in a Corvette? You're a fucking merchant. I open my pocket. As she's walking through the door, she notices a Corvette. What happened to Nothing Fancy? This was a once in a lifetime opportunity. Did he just rob something? I new perk I saw her. A C4 Chevrolet Corvette Red. The car of my dreams ever since I was a child. Unlikely as fuck. Probably because you as a child probably never even seen the Corvette. Why the fuck is this story so dumb? Alright, what are the other stories we can...
Oh, depends. What do you want to see? Like, do you have
I
some
want more
preference?
bad
Can you
fics
please
that aren't
list
new. I want more bad fics, but I don't want headaches. Joffrey from Game of Thrones, blonde, green-eyed, died choking to death. Is an irreverent shitter as far as I can tell, considering how he reacted to the god dude. Why doesn't everybody do this? This is so fucking dumb. Oh, Kinji the Shinobi Craftsman. Thank you, Zero. Let's go and watch. Let's read this shit.
Actually, with Kenshi?
Kinji.
I think I have read it.
Kinji.
Hold on.
Not Kenshi.
I can't spell, sorry.
This is a Naruto fanfic with elements of Xianxia cultivation novels, but it won't have things like Grandmaster, Spirit Beats, and ancient plants, ridiculously overpowered
Actually,
sect leaders.
yeah, I have read this before. It is going to have, like, it doesn't have them now, but it's going to have them. Because of the MC's meddling.
Kinji Yamamoto woke up with a start. Looking around, he could see he passed out in the middle of the street, and there were already some people trying to help him to his feet. Hey, quick, give him some...
Oh yeah, he's overweight. And just a spoiler here. He meets the Daimo... I can't spell it. His wife. Like, you know,
Daimyo's
the
wife?
lady who...
The fat lady?
You know, the fat... Yeah, the fat lady who has the
cat? Yeah.
Yeah. And basically does business with her because he makes all these Janya items like storage rings and
Doesn't he make a
I don't
pill
know,
where it
pills.
basically just shits out a bunch of matter in the shower? Where it falls off? For weight loss?
Maybe.
I
Oh
remember
yeah,
reading a
you have
fic.
read it.
I've read this fic. Doesn't this guy go off like fucking Raiden or something? Where he wears a straw hat for some reason? To look cooler?
I
Or dumb?
I don't remember that
He
part.
dresses. Wait, you're saying he dresses like a rice farmer?
Yeah. It's something stupid as fuck. I think he tries to dress up like those wandering traders in the Chinese ones who wear these straw hats and these big backpacks. Pretty sure he
Yeah,
goes
but
for
I
that
thought-
approach.
There is also this part where he makes these anti-rape rings.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's basically you touch a woman inappropriately and you get an electric shock.
That makes
that's it.
no fucking sense. How does that even distinguish? What is this, magic? Oh, hold on.
Cultivation, but yeah, it may as well be. Like,
Yeah, something like that. I remember wasn't he making talismans devoted to.
yeah, the goddess of the moon, the Kaguya thing. Like,
Kagaya or whatever. What the fuck? This is so dumb. Wasn't it, the first dungeon appears? Wasn't one of the Kages killed in this, or something?
possible.
It was
He also makes an
It was
entire company.
it was an entirely stupid reason for killing. Like someone died for no reason at all, despite these ninjas probably should have surviving it. The group of shinobi.
Is this actually any good?
No, this fic sucks ass.
Actually, it's actually, how do I say, it's okay.
No,
Like, it
you'd have a
doesn't suck
better
really,
time
but-
gargling on balls than you would ever have reading this shit.
You'd have a more fun time rice farming.
You'd have more fun literally just getting beat up by mules than you would have reading this garbage.
Dude, you don't even remember the entire thing. Like, I once tried to read it, and then I just quit. But then I started reading it again because I was bored.
I
It's
read
not
this
the
year.
worst thing
I read
I've
this like a
read
year
because-
ago,
Yeah.
and I've never. I just you brought it and Zero brought it up. This is garbage. Wait, he
I'd rather-
likes being fat? God damn. This guy
I'd rather-
dies of a heart attack mid-story. End of story.
I'd rather stick my dick in an anthill than read the whole of this.
Anthill full of fire ants.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and sorry for keep buzzing you guys over and over because my mic is kind of actually unfiltered shit streaming directly to your ears. Beautiful love. But yeah.
Seeing as they were
It's
still
better than
trapped
Naruto.
inside the dungeon and he needed as many meat shields as possible, how the fuck is a cultivator gonna need meat shields? What are you, a loser? Jesus Christ, bro, you're a cultivator. How are you having trouble with anything? Especially 27 chapters in.
You're kind of quiet right now, like far away, like hard to hear.
Hello there. Is this closer?
It went at the end there.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, now it's good.
So, actually, hold on. Let
Yeah,
me just
you were
like
talking
change
about
the setting.
Do you guys actually have a mic set up?
I have a HyperX Quadcast right here.
I don't have a mic.
Seriously though, this is the fucking dumbest thing ever. Jesus Christ. What the actual shit?
Honestly, it's not the worst type of fic I have read.
He doesn't even just have cultivation, he has fucking gamer shit. Jesus Christ. Jeez. Look at his profile. Redwall6921, Charles Bell the gamer, title Overlord, level 43.
Oh,
My god. a level 43 with a title of Overlord. And that literally a gamer profiles his entire profile description. Let's check his favorited sword. God damn it, he favorited Brockton Celestial Forge. Wonderlow Life of Mr. Schnee, Grims of Evolution, Still Defiant. It surprises me that he knows what quality is, and yet he still fucking writes garbage. William of Scotland. Most people are happy to get reincarnated. I am not one of them. He has a lot of garbage Harry Potter fics. Why are there so many Harry Potter? What?
I just got back from getting a drink.
Nice. Congratulations. Why are there so many Harry Potter fics? Shit's garbage.
So many where?
In fan fiction?
Oh yeah, that's because people are retarded. Harry Potter fics all suck.
Accurate. The only good one I've read was one where Snape got Prath to victory, and that was a pretty interesting fanfic.
I feel like this is gonna be a bit controversial, but I kind of feel like there's only fiction of bad stories. That's what I'm feeling. Harry Potter.
Well, I mean, Star Wars wasn't a bad story until they grabbed that shitty, the shitty sequels and decided, yeah, that's canon.
Definitely.
But Star Wars has fanfiction of it, so your opinion is wrong and invalid.
You never actually see fictions of Warhammer that much. Like, straight up, you're a new race in Warhammer.
Well, that's because Warhammer has terrible world building. It's really difficult to get into something that barely builds upon itself properly. Especially when it constantly changes everything. Well, yeah, because the prequels are more interesting than the original series, because nobody can actually write the original series properly without delving into Darth Vader, and Darth Vader's too badass for their fix, and so they kind of just go, yeah, this is shit. This doesn't even live up to Darth Vader. I kind of hate it. And so they just stop writing that. A lot of people have respect for the homie, alright?
There's one fanfic community that I try to avoid, and that's Shiro's gaming universe.
Oh god.
Because
Also,
that is just
about
unnaturally evil and...
Nobody likes Gamer Wolf Shiro. He has terrible writing, regardless. Anyways, about the prequels. Another reason why people prefer the prequels over the original trilogy of Star Wars is because the prequels far more focus upon the Republic. Whereas in the original trilogy, you don't really see much of the Empire or the Rebels. Like, you don't understand everything. You're mostly focused on Luke Skywalker attacking. Like, there's still politics and all, but it's nowhere near as well developed as the prequels tried to become, with all the TV shows and shit. I hope that would change at some point.
I'm not actually a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, makes sense. It's something just a lot of people get into. It's very easy to talk about, though.
I haven't seen the first Star Wars movie, but MadPat did a video, you know, the game film theory, I think.
You mean film theory?
I think it was film theory that he used it in. Basically, he brought out the part where he told Rey that the Jedi Order and the entirety of the Republic was doomed for failure or failures or bad. Like, the Jedi Order wasn't really that good of an order to be
Well,
because...
okay. The Jedi Order
The whole
turned into
child
shit.
kidnapping thing.
The Jedi Order was canonically very good when they were fighting Sith. After that, they kind of sucked ass. They kind of just let go, wasted away. They still produced people who would be on the level of old Jedi Knights, like old Jedi, very powerful old Jedi, like Dooku, Mace Windu, Yoda. There were a lot of people who were created in the modern Jedi Order that were still super fucking powerful. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, those two included. They would be even powerful, even considered to the Old Republic standard. It's just that the Old Republic was... The Jedi on average were better than the Jedi on average for the modern Republic. A hardcore game. Gamer 40k SI. You know the drill by now. Man meets truck coon. God damn it.
Have you read Badass Quest Across Pandora?
What?
Badass Quest Across Pandora.
No, what is that?
It's basically a dude being reborn in on Pandora or Borderlands, and getting a semi. Yeah, he's a siren with a time stop ability, and he can draw the life force out of everyone.
That's way too OP for Borderlands. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, he is, and he makes the crystal things that the sirens use to power up.
No, I don't
Yeah,
really
he
know that
brings
much
them.
about Borderlands.
Yeah, I didn't either, but it's basically crystals that the sirens can use to power up, but it gives them an addiction to it or something like that. And he makes them if he drains people.
Sounds
but,
like cocaine.
He can't use them. Yeah, but he can't use them.
Wait, he can't use them? He can just create them? What garbage?
He creates them if he drains people to the death.
Have you tried cocaine?
And he gets abilities from.
Alright.
Games, I love a drug.
Zero sent me this hardcore gamer 40k SI, and I think it's looking super dumb, so...
Nope.
Alright, ma'am, I'll pick the packages on the way back. Alrighty, we already know this guy ain't surviving more than 30 seconds. Alright. I close the civilian, I walk
Hey,
across
are you getting reverb from me? Reverb. Are you hearing yourself echoing from my mic?
No, I am not.
You're quiet
Yeah.
again.
I do not hear myself echoing across mics.
Okay.
As I crossed the
Yep.
street, I suddenly heard a loud honk from a big wheeler and immediately raised my head up and looked towards the source of the sound and froze like an idiot. Oh no, I'm dead. There we go. End of story. Hardcore gamer done. We did it, guys. 30 words and it's already gone. Let's go to the Badass Quest Across Pandora.
Fuck
Is this
yeah.
for real? I am currently sitting cross-legged on the floor of my room, and when I tried to stand up moments ago, I was jumped scared ruthlessly. Wait. Is he being given the gamer or something?
Yep. Well, not exactly
Sounds
the
like-
game, more like it isn't like a system that talks to you or stuff like that. It's just a Borderlands system. It's not actually a gamer.
Yeah, but it still acts like a gamer when you can just gain skills like this shit, like tough body, strengthened body,
Yeah.
celebrity country. That's a gamer system. A much
Yeah.
better written one, thank God, but still, come on.
Mhm.
There's a pretty good One Punch Man Celestial Forge fanfiction.
The overpowered
But it hasn't-
baldies and stuff, that hasn't been updated in a while,
Yes.
has it?
Yep. Let me see. It hasn't been updated since Sunday.
Sunday? I haven't read it
Last week
since...
Sunday.
I haven't read it for 2 weeks. Hold on. I want to read that shit. I like that shit. I'm not going to read it out loud. I'm going to read it on my own time, but still.
What? What has?
Yeah, but it hasn't really gone anywhere.
Really? Hold on, let me scroll through it.
Yeah. He's still trying to get his house in order.
Alright, so I'm gonna skip all the way to chapter 3. Alright. Holy shit, you're big. Thank you. Graveyard shift. The others. Okay. Yeah, doesn't he look like a fucking Uzumaki or something right now?
What are you reading right now?
The overpowered baldies and shit. On chapter 3, he looks like an Uzumaki. Red hair and stuff, you know? Perfect body or some shit.
Like a really jacked red hair guy.
Yeah, an Uzumaki from Naruto. Wide open 600-meter cube room. Jesus. Damn, this guy is given the... 6 pillars and a bathroom. Yeah, I haven't read chapter 4. User... Jed, you're... Oh, god damn it, he has an assistant now? Come on.
More like the AI.
Well, yeah, but it's still an assistant.
Yeah.
Isn't that bad?
Tell me
then,
honestly that if you have the option to get a system and you wouldn't take it.
I would took the either the AI or the engine sister from Warhammer. One of the
What do you
two.
mean by system? Like,
Pardon?
what was the question? If I could get a
Like
system
the-
and take it, what would it be?
Yeah, like, would you
Yep.
take a system if it was offered to you? Like, if you were reincarnated, or even right now, like.
I would take the Konosuba
Not
system.
even a ounce of vegetation.
Systems
Look,
are overpowered. Like,
Yeah, they are overpowered. Like, I would take them, but only because I would like power. The thing is, for writing, it's not like that. You shouldn't be making that for a story. A story is not great just because it's a power fantasy. That actually makes it worse. Stories
it's
exist to
hard
make
to write a power
people...
fantasy.
It's not interesting
That's
when everything
actually
is
true.
done. It's not interesting when you destroy everything in a single attack.
One Punch Man is good because the main character is mech-looking, bored.
One Punch
Guy,
Man is
like-
good because Saitama is not the actual main character.
Yep.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's more about
Genos.
the side characters.
Yeah, it's more about Genos, Bong, people like that. And even in Season 2, this is outright shown with Garo. Or Garo. Where-
Garo is basically the main character of season 2.
Yeah, and Genos is the main character of Season 1. Saitama is
Yep.
basically just a guy who walks around and trains him.
The best stories are stories with a simple power taken to its immediate extreme.
Okay,
It's
no.
not that-
No. Worm already shows that
Yes.
you're lying.
Yeah, when
Nope.
you wrong.
A
What
power...
about Jujutsu Kaisen?
What does that have to do?
Infinite power.
Yeah, but that's not a simple power taken to its extreme. That's an extreme power.
Okay, how about Fire Force? That one with the guy that has flames for feet? I can't remember actually.
What does he do with fins for feet? Does he just suddenly go godhood or something?
Yes, at the if you
Well,
read manga,
that's
it's
not
like
going
at the
simple.
end.
That's not going simple to extreme. That's just having fins for feet and being a fucking god. You're already extreme. A simple power to an extreme would be like somebody having cheese manipulation and eventually learning how to turn the entire world into cheese. Not, oh yeah, I already turned the world into cheese.
There's, One Piece, Doflamingo's
Yeah, but
string power.
One Piece undergoes conceptual bullshit far more often
Yeah.
than anything else with the devil fruits.
Yeah, I was going to bring out up the fact that he turned buildings into strings, but yeah.
Yep.
Excuse me, welcome. I'll be just. Well, also, Bong is pretty fucking
But look
cool.
at
Or Bang.
Bakugo's power.
Bakugo's power, yeah. He's an
Turning
example of training.
Yeah.
sweat into explosive.
Yeah, that's a simple power. Taken to its extremes.
It's not a simple power. It's a very easy power with applications. It's not taken to an extreme either. Explosion taken to an extreme would be I one-shot All Might by exploding everything inside his body with a single concussive blast. Which is honestly kind of surprising that All Might hasn't died, especially given how shockwaves work. So, All for One, One for All also has a secret ability to mitigate shockwave damage.
It's more like durability, but yeah.
I'm thinking it's kind of like a secondary power thing, like with Young Justice. Can't really lift a car without
And you need
some
to-
kind of force field. Keeping the car
you need to
from
think
just bending.
of a way to turn fingernail manipulation into an OP power.
The only way to turn fingernail manipulation into an OP power is if your fingernails had, like, if you could kill people by using their fingernails, or if your fingernails shot off, like, superpowers.
What you mean, like the JoJo from Part 7?
JoJo in general is dumb as fuck.
The JoJo from Part 7.
Jojo.
How do you argue against that?
Stop lying to yourself.
Someone giving a BJ just for a JoJo joke. It's a JoJo reference, I swear.
Oh god, I'm having flashbacks to Helsing Ultimate Abridged. Yes, this is a JoJo reference.
Has
I've only
anybody
seen one-
actually ever seen it?
I've only seen one episode of it. It's
Of Helsing
pretty
Abridged,
funny.
I've watched quite a few of them. Not all of them. I didn't really care.
I watched all of them actually. I'm gonna admit it. It's beautiful. Especially you ever watched Dragon Ball Abridged?
I don't really care about Dragon
Where-
Ball, even Abridged. I might end the event soon. I want to go watch YouTube videos and shit. You know?
I think you can actually how does this work? There's this I think you can share the screen in chat, or maybe no.
The
Yeah,
only
share it.
okay. Here's the thing. I'm streaming the event in the stream event channel. However, you can't really watch YouTube videos. You know, unless they're like
Okay.
copyright free or some shit. I don't know. Either way, not fair use if you're not commenting on them.
Yeah. Okay, there are two abridged series. There is SAO, which just recently had a 16th SAO abridged.
That's
Which
great.
recently had was updated. And then there's Log Horizon abridged.
Ew. Log Horizon sucks ass.
Oh, I'm not arguing against that, but the abridged version is actually quite good. The the bank dude. He's
No. I do not know the bank dude because I did not watch Log Horizon. I've just hated the idea of Log Horizon.
yeah, but I think that the abridged version is actually quite good.
Let me stew in my
Log
anger.
Horizon again? I didn't give a shit about that one.
I think isn't Log Horizon basically just another SAO copy?
Yeah,
I said,
but
There's a lot of copies around.
correlation.
Make something good and there's like 15 copies next morning. Especially solo leveling. Suddenly everybody's a knife wielding necromancer. And knives aren't really that good except in close range.
I'm gonna be honest, solo
But
leveling is
some
dog
reason
shit.
I-
You're using throwing knives,
Anyways.
but those are the
Building cutting cleaver.
I'm gonna end the event here. Thank you all for commenting shit. If you guys want to keep talking, you can. Just go to the general channel. Anyways,